Spiritual Line by Aziza Nubia. Created for spiritual enhancement to shift your reality into something new. Download the Natural Woman magazine app and order your kit today in the Natural Woman shop. Be sure to stop by Black Friday for amazing deals and offers.
Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room, you can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
I don't deny there's some strange evolutionary process going on, but mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Alright. I'm having like so many technical difficulties like on all my devices. So please be patient with me today, y'all. I'm excited about tonight's live. I'm talking about a topic that I really never really speak on. But today I gotta touch on this. Today I have to speak on this. So come in, share, let people know I'm on live tonight. I've already did my sharing. If you guys hear crackling sounds, please forgive me. My computer is telling me that it needs to be replaced. And so I'm in the process of doing that. The problem is that I'm addicted to MacBook Pros. And if you are a MacBook Pro lover, you know the struggle, okay? So make sure you download the Natural Woman magazine app. Make sure you support the Natural Woman shop. Hey, hit that Cash App button at the bottom of the screen, y'all. We got a good list of conversations to talk about tonight. We're going to be talking about not all, a particular one spiritual person who professes themselves as this God, as this Messiah. And he really got a huge following of people, which is mind-boggling to me, because if you watch his platform, you can tell it's some obvious mental shit going on, right? So we're going to get into that. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Nikki Washington, let me know how y'all doing, where y'all at in the comment section. Wave, share, show your support. Who's afraid of this vaccine? Have y'all noticed they're really pushing this fear of the vaccine on us like super duper heavy? That's what everybody's talking about. And the vaccines have been administered already. They have already been administered. All y'all healthcare workers, y'all the first ones up for the shots. And don't think it's going to stop there. They going to be doing all types of stuff to make sure everybody gets this vaccine. They're going to be giving away money. Hey, everybody, they're going to be giving away money. to make sure y'all get this vaccine. And I ain't talking about no little chump change. They're going to be giving y'all about $1,500, $1,000. They already got it set up. They're going to be giving away grants to make sure people get this vaccine. They're going to scare people. They're going to try to limit, but I feel like it's something up with it. I really do. I have been reading some of the just reports from people who have already taken the vaccine and just some of the side effects. I've heard that 4 people who took it had developed Bell palsy, where their faces contoured, like twisted, like they had a stroke. And that was after taking the vaccine. I also saw, I actually heard this from 2 important sources, 2 important ass sources. And I've been seeing it floating around on social media. But when I say important sources, I'm talking about people who are like in the field, if you know what I'm talking about, right? And they have all hinted around the vaccine possibly having HIV in it. Ooh, that's something really scary, right? And then it makes you sit there and think, like, why are they pushing this shit on the Black people? Wake up. They have always pushed this shit on Black people. Like, we cannot forget our history with this government, with the oppressors of the land. We cannot forget their history of what they have always done. And I'm telling you, they ain't changed. This is like an abusive ass fucking relationship that we are in with our government and these oppressors. And, you know, I just really want people to wake up and to take your health into your own hands. Like, it's so important right now that you do not walk in fear. Fear is where they want you to be. That's why they're pushing it through everything, telling y'all to be afraid of it. You know, be afraid, be scared. They're going to force it on you because they want you scared. They want you scared, but fuck that shit. No, we ain't got to be scared. It's a way out. This is a way out, y'all. It's a way out. If you haven't already, make sure you go to my YouTube channel. Check out my latest upload that I did about the winter solstice. I kind of went basic on it. Didn't want to go too deep because I could have went deep. I'm debating if I'm going to do one more video to go deep into that. But that's what we need to be getting prepared for. All right. So know that they are strategic in what they're doing, because these people, they know how to, well, they know what they know the cosmic alignments and the energy and shit. These people ain't dumb. They know about how to do rituals on full moons and when solar eclipse happens and alignments and stuff like that. And so what's really happening right now is that we are moving into this great conjunction when the winter solstice happens, where the planet Saturn and the planet Jupiter are in a very favorable position together, where they're working together in the sign of Aquarius. And they call this the Aquarian age. This new awakening age. And if you know anything about Aquarian energy, it's all about freedom, rebellion, and change. Okay. And so that's what we're heading into. But they're very, very smart, because they're trying to manipulate everybody by keeping everybody on that vibration of fear. They want you scared, because if you scared, you will not be open, or your energy won't be high enough to receive the downloads that are hitting the planet right now. That's why I said in that video, prepare for the winter solstice. Prepare for this energy that's coming down. Do not get caught up on fear. Okay. Do not allow them to put you in a place of fear, in a place of depression right now. This is supposed to be a joyous time. We need to be receiving these downloads, because we are coming into a time of change where the tables are going to fucking turn. They are turning. All right. So remember, prepare. Winter solstice is coming up December 20th. 22nd. Be open to this energy. All right. Be meditating. Make sure you're doing some fasting, drinking plenty of water, doing things that's going to plant seeds for what you plan to manifest for 2021. Remember that. All right. That's what I want y'all to do. Fuck fear. We ain't about to be scared. Can I get an ashe in the comments, y'all? Fuck fear. We ain't about to be scared. They trying to manipulate us. They're trying to manipulate you. They want you scared right now. They want you scared. They're doing everything in their power to keep the vibration as low as fucking possible. If they keep the vibration as low as possible, they have a way out. But we ain't about to let that happen because we woke. We woke. All right. Y'all with me tonight? I'm excited about this topic. But let me see. I got some comments. I see them, my shades coming in. We ain't about to be in fear. You said it has a type of antibody that they tried to use in HIV vaccines years ago, but found out that it made people more susceptible to getting HIV. I think it's called Ad5 or something like that. I am definitely going to research that, and thank you for telling us that, y'all. Be hip, be hip. I'm telling you, I've seen it from several sources that this vaccine has some type of HIV stuff in it, like, and they targeting Black people. Like, they've been doing this for a long time. He said, yes, they have commercials advertising COVID vaccine trials. Yeah, they're going to go strong with the COVID vaccine trials. They are going to go very, very strong, y'all. They are going to be giving people money. They're going to do everything. Like, they be giving away food. Hell, they may do the Oprah Winfrey and start giving away cars. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Let's get this vaccine type shit, right? Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. Do not be fooled, y'all. Because, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, and then we're going to get into the topic. And I say this all the time. The media has been used as a tool to keep everybody in a fear-based environment. Specifically, right? Because, and they're really showing how much control they have over everybody. But when you look at the statistics of the deaths of COVID, when you look at the statistics of the people who contracted COVID, and you do that mathematical equation to get the percentage of that, the mortality rate, meaning death rate of someone catching COVID, of dying, is like 1.8%. Right? So why in the hell is everybody so goddamn afraid? Right? And I literally heard from a doctor, one of the doctors my children go to. Let's say that. I ain't gonna put her name out there. But she even told me that the coronavirus is very easy to treat. It's no different from a cold. She told me this back in March. And I know I shared this here before. And she thought it was very entertaining and funny how people were going crazy and scared, right? And yes, we all know people who have contracted COVID, who have died from COVID. So to say, because we all know there has been proof that doctors are just putting COVID deaths on people who are dying. You could die from a heart attack, and they're going to say you had COVID. They said George Floyd had COVID, so they're going to say he died from COVID. Listen, so you can't, and then we ain't even about to talk about these false positive tests. It is several people. Let's use Erykah Badu, for example. She took the test twice and came out with a positive and negative. What the heck that mean? Huh? So let's understand numbers, understand the fear game they're trying to play with us, and let's be strong, because at the end of the day, we have the God-given right. It is our God-given right to create our realities, to live our life as just, to follow our purpose, to follow the plan that we went into contract with the Creator to be here and do. And all this shit they got going on ain't gonna affect what we got going on. That's what you got to remember. That's what you got to stand firm in. Don't let these motherfuckers scare you and manipulate you and make you afraid to not live your life. Don't you know you get sicker when you in the house more because you ain't getting sunlight and fresh oxygen? Don't let them pimp you. Like, man, I got to give a good ashe to my elders who have gone before me to lay out this knowledge. Ashe to Dr. Africa. Ashe to Queen Afua, to Jewel Pookrum. Ashe to Dr. Sabi, who shared with us the power of our health and natural medicine, y'all. Y'all got us, man, I'm telling you, don't let them pimp you into fear. But y'all here with me? All right, so I was debating on what I was going to talk about tonight. I was going, and I had a hard time trying to come up with a topic. I wanted to talk about the winter solstice, stuff like that. And then it just wasn't clicking. And then I think it was Sunday, scrolling through Instagram. which sometimes I hate because Instagram worse than Facebook. You get caught up 2 hours later, you still on Instagram. And I saw this post about Nature Boy. So anybody who is not familiar with Nature Boy, we have several so-called spiritual teachers and leaders in this spiritual conscious community. Nature Boy is one of those so-called people. He calls himself the Messiah, the reincarnation of Jesus here. I don't really like, I started paying attention to Nature Boy when him and the young Pharaoh was getting into it. And then I would like watch some of his lives and stuff. And I clearly was like, damn, this nigga got a goddamn mental problem. Like, he is crazy. And I'm not saying crazy, like he crazy smart, because he's very smart. I'm not taking away from his intelligence, but it's like, bro, this dude seriously has a manipulative devil-like spirit with him. And then I saw how he dealt with the women there and dealt with the followers and just seen this. And I'm like, how the hell is he portraying himself to be a spiritual teacher or a master? And so I was like, so I stopped watching it for a minute. And every now and then I would tune in because I'm a friend. I would say a fan. I got connected with Nature Boy's, I guess they're estranged now, but his wife, Velvet. I started following Velvet probably before. I followed Velvet before she got with Nature Boy through Facebook because I loved her energy. The things that she posted, she seemed just so pure and very knowledgeable, and her spirit was really, really good. And then she was just so young. I get so fascinated when I see more younger people waking up. And that's how really I started tapping into Carbon Nation and Nature Boy was through her. Let me say that out first. Really didn't pay too much attention to Nature Boy until him and young Pharaoh got into it last year. But just through, and then after watching that, I'm seeing stuff, all right? So I'm scrolling through Facebook Sunday, and I see these posts that Nature Boy's posting, talking about how he's about to expose Velvet. So supposedly Velvet has left him again. So if you guys don't know the story, Nature Boy's 38, Velvet's 23. They got together when she was 20. It was a situation where Nature Boy stole her from one of the men in his camp. Right. And they, got together, king and queen, whatever. They had a baby. But when you watch these interactions, you see this woman get mentally and physically abused right on Instagram Live. Like, he's literally showing, I done seen episodes where he has beat her, cut her hair, did all this type of shit, admits to it. And she, they have this toxic type of relationship that has been plastered all over the internet for a Nature Boy's approval, because that's how he makes his money. That's how he gets people to follow him. That's how he gets his power. That's where he gets his attention, by posting things on YouTube and posting things on Instagram. Everybody looks at him as he's this super smart messiah, but really all Nature Boy does is regurgitate videos and shit that he watches on YouTube. Like, that's what he does. He regurgitates the videos from other monks and spiritual teachers all over the world and regurgitates that shit like he came up with it, right? All of us can do that. I can sit there, if I watch a million goddamn YouTube videos and come back, I can say blah, blah, blah. But he has proclaimed himself to be a messiah. And the brother obviously has these mental illnesses. So when I saw that he was posting like, oh, I'm about to expose Velvet, I was like, oh, wow, they broke back up, because I remember it was several situations where Velvet left him and came back, left him and came back, left him and came back. And everybody was down talking Velvet. Everybody was talking shit about her, telling her that she was stupid. A lot of people dislike her because of the manipulation that Nature Boy has put out in front of the people, right? And when I look at that situation, I don't look at her as stupid. I look at like, yo, this sister is in an abusive ass relationship. And women who have been in toxic, abusive relationships, you know how difficult it is to get out of that motherfucker. Sometimes it takes us a very long time to get out. You know, if you have never been in one of them situations, you can't judge anybody on them trying to leave and finding the strength to leave, because sometimes it is very hard. So I never wanted to say that she was stupid. I felt like she was very manipulated because she was young, because this is what a lot of older guys like to do. A lot of these older guys like to get these young girls when they 18, 18, 19, fuck them down real good, nut in them so they can program their mind, especially these spiritual brothers that know some shit, right? So they can train and mold the women to be, for them, instead of letting the woman have her own mind and do as she pleases, like they want some type of control. It's so sickening. But a lot of brothers do that, and this creates this toxic environment. And so I'm sitting here, I'm seeing like, yo, he about to go in on her. So let me go to YouTube and find out what's going on. And I look on YouTube and I'm like, yo, she left him again. I'm like, okay, she left him again. And she did a long IG live explaining and exposing a lot of the shit that I already knew that was going on just by watching, just by watching it. But I just started, watching all these videos of what has transpired over the past year since I haven't tuned into them. And I'm like, yo, this brother is a monster. And we need to, some people may say, Aziza, why are you wasting your time talking about this on your platform? Because there's so many of our young people who follow this motherfucker, who donate money to them because they think he's living this spiritual, out of Babylon, out of the system type life, right? And they get attracted because he's just spitting out knowledge and jewels, kind of like how Satan, is so caviar with the words and put you under this spell, and you want to be like, yo, I want to be around his energy. But then when you get into there, it's like, yo, this is a real monster. And this is one thing that's so true, because I know for me, when I got into this spiritual movement, there's a lot of, like, for instance, there's a book called 48 Laws of Power, The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene, right? This book is all about manipulation and control and power and conquer. Like, that's why I be telling people, y'all better learn the game of chess. Learn the game of chess. But Nature Boy uses all this stuff, right? So I got some stuff I need to share. Well, hold on, let me remove this from my screen. So we're gonna share a little bit of Eliana. So if I can't go into like huge detail about like who these people are, because it's gonna take forever. You got to do your research, and I guarantee you do your research, you'll be highly entertained. You'll be highly entertained. Like, seriously, you'll be entertained like a motherfucker. Because I thought it was entertaining, but Nature Boy is like crazy. But Eliana has left Nature Boy. And I'm pointing this out because I'm like, yo, this brother is literally, I just feel like he's a manipulator. And I think that is really messed up that he has done this or made this woman feel this way. And I'm actually going to show, just show some things. And we're going to talk about this. Make sure if y'all got some questions, y'all type them in the comments. But she did this live a few days ago. It's very long, but she just goes into detail about sharing her experience.
So a messenger of God, a messenger of, purity is not going to be displaying none of those characters, none of those characteristics. So when,
so right now she's sharing her story.
So after I had Eliana,
she's sharing her story from the time she got with Nature Boy, which a lot of us have watched that. If you did have watched or followed them, and she, she sat there and said like a lot of things she said about him. They had to make him happy. They had to please him. A lot of things she did because she didn't want to hurt him, but she was getting fed up. And I'm gonna continue to play this little piece.
The worst pregnancy. I don't wish that pregnancy on my worst enemy. Once that was over, he started going even more crazy with the women. He told me on occasions during the pregnancy, like, oh yeah, the reason why I got you pregnant was to trap you. And the reason why, I wanted to trap you was because you're so beautiful and you have all of these gifts and talents, and I want you to be the one for me. I want you to be my queen, but I'm gonna wild out. This is what he told me. He said, I'm a wild, once you, have that, like, once you know what I'm saying, like, deep into it, I'm gonna wild out, is what he said. And
All right. So
sure enough, he did. And I didn't take.
Right now, she's just sharing her story. If you guys have not known, they do have, I think their daughter's like 2 or 1 years old. I'm gonna show a little more clip when she breaks down. And okay, so at the time, mind you, if you have not known about Nature Boy, these people, he went out to Mexico or whatever he was at and got deported from several countries, right? Because they call themselves wanting to live freely outside of the system. And let me tell y'all that's very impossible unless you can already take care of yourself. These motherfuckers was living in Airbnbs, getting money from all types of people, donations. Everybody who joined Carbon Nation had to give up some money. Like, people was cashing in 401ks type shit to be here with him. And that's how they made a living. But they were living from Airbnb, got deported from several places, in jail from place to place because they want to live in nature, want to live freely, so-called trying to break generational curses, which I call bullshit on. And Eliana, when she got with Nature Boy, she ended up getting pregnant. Now he has all these people here living off the land in these Airbnbs, right? They're listening to everything he says like he's a master, like he's this powerful teacher. He's this, we can't believe the things that he's saying. Women have gotten pregnant on there, never received any medical care to find out the babies are okay. It's been rumors that several people have diseases and STDs there. Nature Boy so-called heals them with his semen, which sounds like some occult shit. Like, it sounds like that shit from the Tyler Perry show that he has on the BET app with the occult thing. But it's just several stuff. I know they had one person die within the camp because she, it's an older woman. She wasn't taking her medicine and was following Nature Boy's way of living. Several people who have been with them and have left talked about how they were starving. They really didn't get to eat a lot. Nature Boy really controlled everything. And we're going to get into the women and all this other kind of stuff what Eliana was talking about. But when Eliana, if you guys did not follow, when she was pregnant, it was really hard on her because first, that's her first baby. She didn't have, any female supports on that island who have had kids first off. She ended up having to have the baby in Mexico at a Mexican hospital. They're foreigners, might you add. And so I know she was probably scared. Luckily, she had a beautiful baby girl. And it was cool, right? And then a lot of times, like, a lot of people, because Velvet has left before several times. I want to say she left 3 times and has always came back. A lot of people feel that she's going to go back again, so they want to dismiss her. But I really do feel that she may be strong enough not to go back. And this is another reason why I am doing this video, because hopefully she will get it and see it, but to let her know that she has support, because I definitely understand when you're in these abusive relationships, the shit is fucking, it's like a mind control in your mind. You, like, if you have not ever been in an abusive relationship, you cannot judge a woman on why she does the things that she does. Why does she choose to go back? You can't do that. And it's really messed up if you do that, because you don't understand what's happening in that process, okay? Now, mind you, this man is 38 years old. She is 23. He got with her 3 years ago, meaning she was 20. Not that many experiences, and she was like the perfect candidate. She's intelligent, and to be honest, I really feel like Nature Boy is jealous of Velvet. I believe he's jealous of her knowledge. She has a light about her that attracts people to her. And I have seen this man literally try to break her down to just really turn her into this demon character for the world to believe, because I believe she really has a special gift. I really do believe she's like she just has a special gift, a special light about her. I can feel it. I was always attracted to her, not attracted as physically, but attracted to her energy and the things she spoke about before Nature Boy. So I'm like, okay, something's going on. And so I don't believe she's going to go back. But a lot of things that she said in this video, I believe that it can be of help to a lot of women who may have been in her situation and trying to find a way out.
But just in general, and he beat me that day, and he made the men tighten up the circle, and everybody watched.
Okay, so this is one of the last straws on why she left the last time. Now, after she left, let me say this disclaimer. After she has left him several times, every time she goes back, the beatings get worse, the treatment gets worse. And some of the stories that she shares that what he did are very hard to listen to. So I'm gonna use that disclaimer, but I'm gonna just have her listen to this clip of her sharing her experience, and then I'm gonna keep commentating.
I'm rude and like have an attitude. I'm actually a very understanding person, and that's what I did with him. And he couldn't take that about me. He couldn't take that truth about me. He couldn't take the fact that I was trying to figure things out, and I wanted to know, and I wanted to understand it. So what he would do, in that moment in time, he physically abused me. Like he made Carbonation make her circle around me, and he beat me in that circle. And I was so beautiful that day.
This happened on 4th of July.
So beautiful that day. How could you ever put your hands on someone who has the best interest for not only you, but just in general? And he beat me that day, and he made the men tighten up the circle, and everybody watched. And by the end of the beating, I was practically naked in the middle of that circle. And that was something that I had to deal with moving forward in Carbonation, and I was very embarrassed about that. And I knew people did not look at me the same at that moment. And at that point, I was just trying to be there for the sake of my daughter, to see if it could work out to have a relationship with her father. And it just got worse and worse. Every moment that rolled by, it just got worse and worse. So every time I would not want to agree with how he wanted to live and what he wanted to do, it became very physically abusive. He would hit me in my face. He would choke me out. He would punch me. He would kick me. He would scream at me. He would slap me. Anything he could do, he would do, so that, he could have full control over my mind. And I became scared the last time that I went back. I became like mentally disturbed at that point of like, why would he even want to treat me that way? Because I'm not here to harm nobody. I'm not here to like take nothing away from you. I just want to make the situation better because we have a daughter together. And why wouldn't you want to make the situation good for our daughter? Like,
see, I'm gonna pause right there. It's at this moment where I was like, yo, she's not playing. She's really serious, and she's really trying to be strong not to go back. Not to go back. And she breaks down crying at this moment. But listen to this, y'all. If you guys are in abusive relationships with men, right? Especially if y'all got red flags, do not get pregnant by these men. A lot of them will try to get you pregnant on purpose. I know several women who have gotten into relationships with abusive men, and the number one thing they wanted to get them pregnant because they want to get them trapped. And when this happens, it makes it very harder for the woman to leave because they use the baby as a tactic. Like, oh, that's my baby, you're going to take my baby type thing. And I'm going to show videos what Nature Boy was doing while she was doing this to prove my point. But this is what is happening. The reason why I'm saying this is because as a community, especially as women with this platform, Natural Woman Magazine, I feel that it's very important that we uplift this sister and pray that she has the strength to stay away. I know she's grateful that she has the family that she has. I would say that's her saving grace right now, because her mother and her father has fought for her to come back from Nature Boy. They never gave up on her, and that's strength in that, because he wanted to keep her away from her whole family. Any person that you're with, if they don't want you to be around your family, especially if your family ain't did shit to harm you or hurt you or support you, and they want you to stay away from your family so they can just be around you, run the fuck away as fast as you can. Can't nobody, and shouts out to my mama, can't nobody tell any dude I'm with cannot tell me not to fuck with my mama. That ain't gonna happen. If that was to happen, I'm about to be like, fuck that, because it's our parents, right? And so I just really feel sorry for her, and I just pray for her strength to continue to make it and to be strong enough to withstand his energy, because everybody clowns her for going back and forth to him, but you're not realizing that he's the one telling her to come back because he wants her. For some reason, when you're in these abusive relationships, and the men, they literally love you and hate you at the same time, to the point where they may want to kill you. And I do feel that if she did go back, she may not ever come back. So I pray that she is strong enough, because he's not stable. And we're going to show this here shortly, but just look at her expression. Your heart just goes out for her.
People could say whatever they want, but honey, this is my life, and I have a child with this man, and I have to come to terms with those decisions that I made in the past and realize anybody out there who is negative or being negative, I feel so sad for your soul, because I'm not going to get into that right now, but Eliana is so precious.
And I get upset. Oh, that's enough for this one. I get upset when I hear people talk shit. Oh, she's going to come back. Or even people that agree with him. Like, I look on his Facebook posts, people talking stuff about her. And it's like he has manipulated all these minds, okay? So while she dropped this video, right? She did 2 lives. I'm not going to show both of them. You can go on YouTube and just research Velvet and Nature Boy. These videos will pop up so you get the whole spiel. But while she was in the midst, right? This is the crazy part. This is how I know this brother. Like, she better not ever go back. I pray for her strength. I pray that the love for her daughter is strong enough to withstand this brother, right? Because at the same time of her doing these videos, this is what Nature Boy is doing on his Instagram. And suppose he's supposed to be the Messiah. He's the master teacher, right? We supposed to follow him. He says he's the Jesus of Black people. Go follow his post. He says he's the Jesus of Black people, right? This is his response to her videos, right? So tell me, by him responding the way that he's responding, and we about to talk about what the shit he got on his head, because he's so damn confused. Like, how the hell you wearing a Native American? You is not Native American. Like, you culture appropriating like a motherfucker. But just look at his response and tell me who's lying, who's crazy, who's manipulative, right? So this is the first video he did.
Motherfucking herpes. Y'all know she came here with herpes. Now say she did. Did she come here with herpes? Yes or no? Yes or no? Did she come here with herpes? Yes or no? Yes, it was a fucking herpes. She came here with fucking herpes. Stupid bitch. That bitch came here with herpes. She still got it. And I'm like, you know what?
But he was having sex with her the whole time and was trying to heal her through his semen, y'all. Come on. But you see how he's talking, like his response to her going live, sharing her heart, being brave, because the shit is embarrassing, right? He's calling her bitches and hoes. And if y'all don't know, this nigga is drunk as hell right now, because he got a drinking problem. So anybody who follow Nature Boy
and y'all gonna give her fucking power.
And love
Tell
him.
her
Know this
truth.
nigga be
Y'all
drunk
might
and gotta
ignore
drink
y'all bitches.
drink a
Y'all
pop.
might ignore all y'all bitches because y'all deserve that shit. And she gonna fall on her face and she gonna come running back to me and I'm gonna make her motherfucking lick my ass, nigga. Cause now she already licked my ass anyway. She ate my bookers and licked my ass. She already ate my bookers. She licked my ass, stupid bitch. Now how my
Bruh, what is wrong with him? What is wrong with him? Bruh, what is wrong with him? He that mad because she shared her heart. And he was really mad because, see, this is some things that y'all don't know what's been going on. Like I said, he has been jealous of her. And see, a lot of times in these abusive relationships, the men are jealous of the women and vice versa for the women who are abusive to the men. They're very jealous of you to the point where they hate you, right? And so they can just, it's scary. Like, it's scary. And so I'm listening to him. He's like on Instagram Live doing this. Like, yo, he's so jealous of her because he was like, yo, everybody that followed her, that watched her live, that shared it, that had sympathy for her, fuck y'all. I hate y'all, that type of shit. Why is you mad? Like, a lot of women could sympathize with this woman because if you have been in an abusive relationship, you know what it's like. I was in an abusive relationship for 3 months when I was 18. Thank God my mama and daddy and grandma and aunties, I had family support to help me pull up out of that shit. You feel me? You feel me? And so I didn't get tied in. Thank God I ain't never had no babies or no shit like that. But it's some women who get pregnant by these men, have 4 or 5 of their babies, and they feel trapped and they don't know how to get out. And some of them don't make it out. Some of them do not have the opportunity to share their story because they either dead or they in jail because they snapped and killed them. Not to mention the babies that are involved in this. So the best thing she ever could have did was run away, and hopefully she will stay away. And even if she went back, like I said, I feel like if she did go back, she probably wouldn't come back because of how extreme he is. But, that strength, because his brother crazy. He's super crazy. It's another video I'm going to show as well. And so let me go back. Let's finish listening to the bullshit he's saying.
nuts taste, bitch. The nigga she about to go suck. You gonna kiss her in the mouth? How my nuts taste, bitch?
Right.
Cause that's my daughter. My daughter in the background. She done took my daughter out of my life and won't let me talk to my daughter. She won't even let me talk to my daughter. And y'all love that shit. Fuck y'all. Fuck you. That's my
Mind you, this brother got 4 kids that he do not take care of. He left all his kids behind to go live in nature, right? And this is what he does. He watch YouTube videos, regurgitate the YouTube videos to his IG following and his disciples, right? And then he fuck all the women. So all the women that's in Carbon Nation, all fuck Nature Boy. And when he done fucking them, he just pass them off to the beta brothers that's in his clan. You feel me? And like, it's just like, it's like he's literally the Black Jim Jones. Like, y'all should be in fear that so many young children want to follow this brother because he shows so many unstable mental issues, not to mention how often he changes his name. He changes his name probably like every 3 months. Like, why can't you stick with a name? He done changed the name every 3 months, and that makes the whole crew do it. And my thing is, why do people follow shit like this? Like, what is appealing? Because me seeing this is like, yo, something is obviously wrong. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. What's up, Bougie B? Yes, he's jealous. It's sad. It's very sad. You said that man is a demon. We don't pay no mind to this entity. His soul's purpose is to cause pain, havoc on this plane. These are the types that you have to put down like a dog. Let's send her healing vibes. Exactly. That's what I saw when I saw this. And my spirit was strong. Like, this is what you need to talk about tonight. This is what you need to bring to the forefront because, one, we need to, as a community, send this woman some strength, but then also have these conversations because she's not the only one. It's so many women that's going through this shit right now and don't know how to get out. And all we want to do in the Black community, right, is, oh, that ain't my business, turn our head and shit. But we got a responsibility as well. Like, I felt like this is my responsibility to talk about this tonight. Seriously, because it's ridiculous. It's another video.
Wasn't off from the live that I was doing earlier.
All right. So this is,
to talk about that right
I'm about
now.
to share this one. This particular video is the video that, okay, it's on here.
To protect myself and Eliana.
This is the video that got him spazzed out after she did the one of her sitting on a balcony.
This
She
situation
did
with
this.
your boy has taken everything away from me. The only thing that it hasn't taken away from me is my mind.
Now, thus far, since she first came out, he has put out revenge porn on her. Like, he recorded some of their sexual activity and he put them all out on the internet to make people believe that she was a hoe because she was, you know, the things that he had her doing during sex, just to try to diminish who she is. And this is what he has always done since he's been in a relationship with this woman, right? Just trying to tear her down. And she's only 23. She's still a baby. Like, she's still a baby, right? And so in this particular video, she's in her car, right? She's in her car and she is responding back to the BS that he's doing. You hear the baby in the background. She's by herself, right? And the whole time he's assuming that she's about to go F another dude. We're about to show this right now. I'm gonna skip up here. This is his response to her in these videos. And this is just going back to, he had the Indian chief hat on, then he took it off because he's spazzing out, getting himself
But
hot.
I knew something was wrong when I had sex with him. And I still had sex with him anyway.
And so now he's trying to make her seem like,
the skinny nigga with the long dreads. The skinny nigga with the long dreads would not fuck her without a condom. She came back to me in Hawaii. She told me the nigga that he wouldn't fuck her
right,
without a condom.
So in
and
response to her videos,
she missed me because my dick was
he
big.
goes
and she was like, this nigga dick is little as
to
fuck.
Instagram
and now she's still fucking with that nigga because his dick is little than mine. And when she came back to me, her pussy was super tight. I'ma tell everything. Bitch, you got life fucked up. I'ma tell everything. Now, I'ma tell everything. I've been kept my mouth quiet for everything, but I'm going to tell everything about this bitch Velvet. I'm going to tell everything because I'm hurt because of my daughter, bitch. I'm hurting. And you doing my daughter dirty and you won't let me talk to my daughter. I miss my daughter. I miss my daughter.
I'm sorry to laugh. That shit's so fucking fake, bro. Yo, that's so fake. Like, when he does this scene, this reminds me of, if you have not seen Don't Be a Menace with the Wayans brothers, and the part where I think Ashtray, when he gets mad and start punching and he punching all the kids, just doing all this dramatic shit. This is what he reminds me of right now. Ain't shit about this is real. This is all a facade, right? And this is what they do. This is what these brothers do. And he's strategic in doing this. He's strategic in doing this. One, the first thing is, one, he is responding back to what her sharing her story, right? Exposing. If she was lying, he wouldn't be responding like this, right? He trying to get even, trying to get back, but he's supposed to be the Messiah first off. The Messiah does not display these type of moves. Like, bro, you tripping, right? So then he's trying to belittle her and make her think like she's a hoe and just talk all this trash about the mother of his daughter, who's also his wife. She left him because she didn't want to be a part of his crazy ass sex cult that he got going on over there, where he's fucking all these women and then all the women disrespect her. Like, I'm going to show you guys what the hell this shit is about and why this is so serious. But let's watch a little bit more of this and then we're going to get into the next thing.
I miss Eliana.
This shit looks fake. He's trying to make himself cry.
My nigga, and I'm gonna fucking tell everything. You gonna sit here and fucking lie on me? You gonna fucking lie on me and my fucking daughter sitting right there? My motherfucking daughter sitting right there, my nigga. I'm hurting. Yeah, I'm gonna tell everything. I'm gonna tell everything. My motherfucking daughter is yelling
yelling at you, trying to tell you, get the fuck out of here, stop yelling on my daddy. And you motherfucker gonna sit there with my daughter in the car and disrespect me?
Lord Jesus.
Unbelievable, yo. Fucking police, bitch. Disrespect me like that, yo. In front of my daughter, I'll fucking eat you. Disrespect me in front of my daughter, bitch. My daughter's screaming, and I miss my fucking daughter so fucking much, and I'm trying to be strong right now, yo. I'm trying to be strong, but I miss my daughter. I miss my baby. Motherfucker. Fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all, man. I miss my daughter, my nigga. She the only one look just like me. I miss my daughter, my nigga. And don't you ever get online talking about me in front of my daughter, nigga. It's war now. I'm gonna tell everything I fucking know. And and let me tell you something. I never talk about nobody's business, no matter what they say about me. That's my law. But I'm gonna tell everything I fucking know about you, you fucking whore. I fucking hate you. I hate you, my nigga. I hate everything you stand for. I hate everything you about, bitch. I can't stand you, bitch. You know how much I love my daughter. You know how much I love my daughter. You using my daughter against me. My daughter was in the background screaming for me, and I miss her. I miss my
baby
fucking
was not
daughter,
screaming
my
for
nigga.
your ass.
I miss my daughter,
Bruh,
my
get
nigga.
your shit
I'm not
together.
gonna sit in front with you. I'm hurting. I'm hurting. Hurting.
Y'all, this is so fake. Look at this
Fucking
shit.
miss my
It is
daughter,
so
my nigga.
fake.
I can't even talk to her. I can't even talk to my fucking daughter.
He's trying to make himself cry.
Fuck all y'all. I don't give a fuck what y'all think about me, nigga. Fuck y'all, nigga.
It's crazy.
Fuck you. I can't believe this bitch online talking shit about me. After I've been here for her, I came to her in Florida when that nigga burned her. I came there for her. I was there for her. Y'all was there with me, wasn't I? I pushed
It's the
Malia to
same
the
for
side.
me,
threw
Veronica.
y'all away
I'm like, yo,
for her
this is
just for
love and
my
hip
daughter,
hop
my nigga.
of the nature.
And this bitch would come back. I dare you come back, disrespect me in front
I
of
ain't
my
gonna
daughter
play
like
too much
that.
of this
Bitch, you
nonsense,
come.
but y'all
God's
y'all can
wrath
watch his whole 2-hour
You got
rant,
God's wrath after you.
right? He did a whole 2 hours. He even said that he wants to kill her. That's why I said she should not go back, because she probably won't come back. Yeah, he said he would eat her. He also said he would kill her. If you continue to watch the video, he did say that he wants to kill her, right? So this is his response to her sharing her truth of why she left, what she encountered, which is no different, y'all, from all the other women who have been with this man and left him, right? They have all shared and said the same thing, but the reason why it's so difficult for him to deal with it with Ellie, with Velvet, is because she's very powerful. I don't care what nobody say. She got power. She just got to tap into and recognize her power, and he knows this. That's why he wants to control her. He took over her Instagram pages and made them her own pages. Like, he is sickening. It's so sickening what he is doing, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm glad she got away, and I hope she stay away. I hope I hope she takes this time to detox him out his system, because it's not over. It's not over, y'all. It's so not over, because after, let me see, I hope he didn't take it down. He probably did, because he's super crazy. So on Sunday, you remember I told you guys, I saw that he was promoting this live he was going to do. Here it is. This live he was going to do.
Real. I don't.
Right? Exposing Velvet. Like exposing her, talking down on her, right? And so I watched this. I couldn't even finish it because I was so disgusted, right? Because one, he wants her back. Y'all just saw him do that whole facade. I hate you. You took my daughter, right? Y'all seen that, right? Y'all seen him spaz out. Go back and watch them damn videos when this is over. He spazzes out, right? And that ain't the first time. He has them type of moments all the time. Like, that I have seen him beat this girl on live. He done chopped her hair off. He has dogged her out. He made her fight another woman. I'm going to show that clip here at the end of this. But he has done so much stuff to try to break her spirit because he's jealous. It's that love-hate thing that some men have, and it makes them do the things that they do. So this video is after Velvet did her lives. He done did his live showing out, crying, throwing the phone, I miss my daughter type shit, right? And so he does this huge promotion for this live he put together to try to tear down the mother, because he loves his daughter so much that he wants to tear down the mother who's taking care of her, right?
Fuck with you because you disrespecting me. You
So this is the intro of this video.
Take off my flag, asking how gangster I was, nigga. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. I told you I ain't got time for that, but nigga, today I got time, cuz. Today I got time. Oh, you motherfuckers.
So I guess this is his idea of expressing himself
cases on all you
with
bitches.
this.
Huh? You think you can do this shit? Yeah.
I can hear your heartbeat.
You think you can do this to me? This to me? This?
Fuck when we bite around here. I can hear your heartbeat. 30-something and you ain't never opened your mouth yet. Social media is giving cowards an outlet. See him in person and say something. I doubt that.
Right. I want y'all to check out his voice and his demeanor in this.
But if you disrespect me and I disrespect you, then we're gonna have to fight each other because there needs to be a lesson between energies. I feel like you know more than me, and you know.
This is a clip after he made Velvet and one of the other women in the camp fight each other. Like, he instigated the fight, made them fight, embarrassed and humiliated both of them. And then made it seem like they the ones that wanted to do it. Deep down, they didn't want to fight each other. So I'm going to skip past this. Right? So what he's doing right now is going back through all the videos they did on Instagram Live and trying to paint her out to be this monster, never accepting the fact that he's the reason why she went through the shit that she went through.
With my consent, I have let Baba G.
So he's trying to discredit her character by showing videos of her supporting him. Now, mind you, in her video, she did tell us that she supports him, that she supported him, that she wanted the best for him, that she wanted to be his wife, to take care of him, to make him better, right? So him trying to show this to make her seem like she is lying was stupid, because a lot of times women who are in these abusive relationships, you want to support your man. You do. The reason why you go back is because you feel sorry for him. You see that you possibly got hope. You hoping that he might change, but deep down, he's really not going to change. A lot of women who are in abusive relationships will defend the men who are abusing them to the very end. They ain't gonna let you fuck with them, all right? So him trying to expose her as, oh, she loved me, she cared about me type shit is bogus. And it's like, if anybody falls for that, that's stupid. It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
With my consent, I have let Baba G manipulate me into my righteousness. Now,
right.
I want everybody to understand that could have helped me understand certain intricate details about myself.
Right. So he goes into, and mind you, he's painting her out to be a devil.
And I know what it took to be able to submit to someone's.
When you're in abusive relationships with men, they will always make you feel like you're the person in the wrong, right? That you're the person in the wrong, that something is wrong with you, that you have the problem, that it's never them. What they do doesn't make, it's all you, it's all you. And one thing I've noticed just through watching this situation is that he's always belittled her, always made her seem very chore because she acted emotionally because of the things that he has done. You know, it was an incident where I heard her share a story that a few months after she had her baby, she was asleep in her bed and woke up to him having sex with another woman and the other woman holding the baby in her hand during the act. You can go back and see that. So it was just like those just little bit of traumatic situations, not to mention all the millions of times he has humiliated her. and made everybody turn against her is just it's the worst thing. It's like, how can anybody call him a Messiah? How can anybody call him a Messiah or want to follow him or want to support him? People need to be reporting his ass, because it's mind-boggling, right? So he does this whole 1 hour video premiere where he literally took out her birth chart and started pointing out all the challenging aspects, right? This isn't her whole birth chart. Anytime you do a birth chart, and anybody who's having a birth chart done by me, I always tell you your aspects give you the flavor of your chart, right? And then I give the description of what each aspect means. Anytime you have squares or oppositions, that let you know you got conflict in those areas. So what he did was do a whole live to point out all her squares, all her oppositions that all of us have. We all got squares and oppositions. Nobody is free from human life. We all have challenges. We all have shit that we deal with, right? But he used this specifically to make her seem like she was wrong, or she's just operating in her lower self because she wanted to free herself from his bullshit, right? And so I'm playing this part because I want you guys to hear. I just played for you the clip of him spazzing out because she shared her truth. Now I want you to hear some of the stuff he's talking about now. This is how you know he's crazy.
Exactly your issues and challenges that you have, that you keep running from. Just like you said, you keep running from. And oh, guys, I have something very special at the end of this clip right here, at the end of this video, so you might want to stay tuned for the little surprise I have at the end of this video. Now, let's move forward to your demons.
Right, you telling her about her
first
demons,
demon I'm
right?
going to talk about is Moon Square Mars. Let's read it. The emotions are changeable and downright fickle. 1 minute, you might be lively and giddy, and then the next minute, you may be on the verge of an aggressive, raw burst.
All right. Ain't this the same shit the media do to us to manipulate us?
Is quick-tempered and intolerant. It may take many years for the individual to
And the fact that he used the example of her fighting him, of the fight that he instigated, as a way to support that. Of course you'll be mad after you fight, right? But the main thing that I want to talk about, because I can't play this whole thing, right? But if you go back and listen to it,
maturity and separate herself from her mood.
What he does.
When this occurs, the psychological death can be quite profound. The need is to avoid the catalysms and learning the art of diffusing emotion. I was teaching her that. I was teaching her how to diffuse her emotions in the moment. But she makes silly decisions and is very violent and has a quick temper in a moment. Often instincts and emotion clash with your will of action, and you may feel confused regarding which to choose. This inability to know which way to turn increases frustration. And that's where she's at right now. The next one is Mars Square Midhaven. It says, so I ain't gonna go deep into that. But this is like psychotic it is. So if you continue to watch and go deeper down into this video, this is on his Nature Boy TV page. But he did this video once to humiliate her, but he's hoping that she watches it because, mind you, she was 20 years old when she got with him, probably 18 when she started following him. And so everything she has learned, besides the stuff that she has put into herself, has come from him, right? And so he's doing this one to embarrass her, but then also to hoping that she watches. He's hoping that she watches this because he says certain things in this video. If they are compulsive and urgent, may actually prevent you.
It was several things he said.
In the long run.
I think that I could just walk away when I get angry. If you notice, I've only walked away when I got angry, and that was because I don't want to deal with myself in certain situations.
Try not to be short-sighted and do not.
So this is what, from that example, if y'all don't know, understand this, right? This is what he does. He does some shit to make her react the way she's reacting, right? And then wants to pull out her birth chart to show her why she was wrong and why she's acting the way she's acting. That's very clear because when he goes back showing clips of what she says to just really explain her actions, because Velvet has always been the so-called problem in Carbon Nation. She's repeating everything he taught her. Everything he taught her. And the deeper you listen into his little presentation, he says that he loves her, that she will come back to him one day, that nobody can teach her. Like, he says all of these twisted, scary things, which lets me know, like, this nigga probably gonna kill her if she go back. Like, he's obsessive with her.
Are simply trying to hold you back because she said, I'm trying to control her. When you have a guide in life, your guide is supposed to have a sense of control or influence over you.
Okay, so he's saying he's her guide, right? And so he's supposed to have a form of control over her. One of her reasons why she had to leave was because he wanted to control everything she did, from what she ate, when she took a bath, where she could go. And he's saying that he's supposed to control her because he's her guide. What type of shit?
I was your OG. I'm supposed to guide you. So anyway, you may be rather suspicious of people and assume that they are just trying to dominate you. This is because sometimes you sometimes try to dominate others for no particular reason. Also, you sometimes pick a fight just because you are suspicious of someone.
Disrespect me, not disrespect you, then we're gonna have to fight each other.
Well, we've seen that. You've picked the fight with Malia. You picked the fight with Sheba. You fight me all the time.
Just like the fucking trolls, and that's why all of the fucking trolls.
Everybody knows you be putting hands on people. So stop trying to sit here and act like you've been beat on and you was a victim, trying to save face, but people already know who you are. They seen you and you're trying to make it seem like I put you out there, but I didn't put you out there. Our life is public. We're public figures. You put yourself out there. You clearly did. You feel what I'm saying? You chose to get on camera and show people your personal life even before me. So if you chose to do that, and people see who you are, just own that shit. Don't try to blame on me. Oh, he did this, he did that. You're trying to diffuse because the wise can see right through you. All right? So now.
All right, I ain't about to play too much
also,
of that.
You sometimes
but definitely, this is sitting here. This is what he did. This is this whole situation, which is super crazy. So the last thing I'm going to show before I wrap things up. Mind you, y'all, if anybody is in an abusive relationship or knows somebody that's in an abusive relationship, I do have a link attached to the description of this video to the domestic violence hotline. They will have resources to help you get out. There is a way to get out. The last clip, and there's several clips out here. It's several clips out here, y'all.
I said, wait.
This is the clip. This is not too long after Velvet left. These are some of the things that pushed her to leave. He instigated a fight.
I said, wait.
And made her fight one of the other women who he's been fucking. And instigated it. And I'm like, this is like World Star. And I'm not going to show a lot of this because it's very disturbing. But when they got done fighting, it was blood, all types of stuff. What Messiah does this shit? What Messiah does this shit? And then puts it on Instagram Live. Seriously.
Shut up.
Right? Ain't that disturbing? That's disturbing like a motherfucker. I can't. I just pray that she stays strong through the process. I hope any other woman who has ever been in this type of situation seeks help and get out, because it's not going to get better. He will not change. She will not change. So the fellas that's in this relationship, they will not change. I have a comment in the watch party I'm hosting, Latasha Shelton. She said she was in a relationship like him, not as extreme, but manipulative and a narcissist. Had a baby, which he planned. Shortly I ran and never went back. Kudos to you, Latasha, because some women, it takes them a while to get the idea to run. And I guarantee, Latasha, one of the reasons that helped you to run was that you had a supportive family that had your motherfucking back. I guarantee that was probably one of the things. That was a very, very important thing for me when I was in my situation, because I wanted to go back. No matter what this man has done to me and all types of stuff, I wanted to go back because I felt sorry for him. He would call me and make me feel sad. And I felt like, oh gosh, I'm hurting him. Let me go back. And then go right back and be caught up in the same shit. This is the only reason why she has gone back over and over and over again, right? And this is the number one reason why a lot of women go back over and over again. The men are not going to stop. They're not going to stop it. They're going to keep doing the bullshit they're doing. They're not going to change. You have to love yourself enough to leave. And if you can't love yourself, if you got children, you need to love your children enough to leave. One of the things I dislike about this whole situation is that Nature Boy talks about these generational curses that he wants to break. That's why he's here for Black people, to break generational curses. But his actions and how he has done things are creating the same generational curses we all dealing with. Latasha Shelton, you said my family didn't know, but I was so tired. 7 years later, I had the balls to walk. Okay, I get that too. Okay. Yep. 7 years later, you had the balls to walk. And sometimes that will happen when you get fed up and tired. I do believe that. Yvonne, that if she goes back, he will kill her. And I pray to God that she does not go back. I hope she stays strong enough. I hope she is woke and not get manipulated, because men like this are manipulators. That's why I said these false prophets. Do not follow Nature Boy. And if you know somebody that's following Nature Boy, steer clear from them. All he's doing is regurgitating YouTube fucking videos. Like, seriously, he ain't no monk. He is not no monk. You know what these monks do? They sit there and be in the mountains meditating for weeks, fasting, not eating shit. This nigga eating all types of shit, getting drunk, having all types of sex. Like, come on now. False prophets are real, y'all. All these spiritual people. Let me tell y'all this. This is the clear thing. And this is why my biggest proof when somebody say, oh, how can you say that he ain't the Messiah? First off, motherfucker. And I'm going to say motherfucker for this. We are in the Aquarian age, the Piscean age, the Jesus age, the Messiah Savior complex. That shit is gone. It is no way we're in the age of Aquarius and God about to send us another Jesus. That time is gone. The Aquarian age is about freedom. Nobody to control us or lead us the way. It's us finding our own way through our freedom to what makes us feel free. We should be free to follow our dreams, free to follow our goals, free of fear, free of control. That's what this time is all about. So yes, this nigga ain't no fucking Messiah. Not no Messiah that's gonna get on live and call the mother of his children a hoe and talk about all types of stuff about her. Put their sex intimate videos on social media for people to see because he's mad because she shared her truth. Come on now. Like I said, if you know somebody who has been in an abusive relationship and you don't know what to do to help them, just be there for them. Be there for them. Know that it's a very delicate situation. You can't go into the situation trying to tell that person what they're doing is wrong or that they're stupid, because I'm telling you, it's like a fucking drug when you're in an abusive relationship. I used to always say, like, I can't understand why Tina ain't never leave Ike. Why she used to put up with that shit for so long until I was in my abusive relationship. And I was like, oh, wow. This shit is like, this is a real, like, this shit fucked up. Like, no matter how awful this man treated me, I kept wanting more. Right? Like, seriously. And that's how it is. This is very serious, y'all. You deserve better. A man should not be putting his hands on you. A woman should be putting her hands on you. Let's say your partner should not be putting their hands on you, should not be belittling you, making you feel that you are not good, not getting jealous of you. Like, seriously, you in a relationship with somebody and you jealous of them? Like, for my idea of relationships, you get into relationships and you should empower each other. You know, you should fuel each other, sharpen each other's iron sharpen iron. It shouldn't be, oh, I'm jealous. I don't want, like, it shouldn't be competition. Like, seriously, that don't make sense. It does not make sense. And I think it's difficult. And yes, it's Stockholm syndrome. This is the same situation. This is the same type of relationship we are in right now with this fucking government that we're in. For everybody that's in America. For this whole new world order. No matter how much the government has fucked over Black people with all types of shit. With all types of shit. Niggas still want more. They still just give me some Meg Thee Stallion and some hot Popeyes chicken sandwiches. And we'll take all the shit you're gonna give us. Give us another stimulus and we will take the vaccine. That's the type of shit, man. We gotta wake up. You know, I did this presentation just really wanted to share. It was on my heart to do so. I feel that Nature Boy needs to be shut down. I hope the proper authorities can follow him and tear up this cult that he has going on. They're doing nothing but passing along women around, that these women popping up pregnant, don't know who the baby daddies are. They ain't getting no proper medical care. They're moving from country to country, state to state, because they keep getting deported because nobody's legit. Let me tell you, you cannot live off the grid if you do not have the means to take care of yourself. So get that off your head right now. Now, you can go underground, but I'm telling you, if you don't have the means to take care of yourself, you will not be successful in living off the grid. And I'm sad to say, y'all, I really don't feel that there's a way that we can escape Babylon or escape the Matrix. We have to be able to play the game to get your freedom. You feel me? Like, seriously, at the end of the day. Like, and I tell people that all the time. They talk about, oh, when they do mandatory vaccinations, we gonna do this, do that. Like, first off, you ain't got no... Half of y'all don't know how to grow food, can't clean no water from rainwater, build houses. Like, I remember my mom had a barbecue. It was about 8 men in the backyard. Ain't nobody know how to start a fire with wood and fire. Where the charcoal and lighter fluid at? Come on now. The chances of survival are jacked up. Nature Boy and them they ain't out there hunting and growing fruits and vegetables. They going to the market, going to the grocery stores. They're giving you this fake fantasy that they're living this natural life against the system, but it's not real. It's all fake. It's all fake. Anybody can watch YouTube videos and regurgitate the information. Anybody can do that. That's what he's doing. So with that being said, y'all, stay woke, protect the minds of your babies, because a lot of the people that follow Nature Boy are the younger generations, people who are 18, 19, because that generation is really in that Aquarian energy. They looking to rebel. They want freedom. That's why he's so appealing. But he is a wolf in sheep's clothing. All he's doing is having sex with all those women that are there and tossing them to the side when he don't like them. And pass them off, disrespect them, beat them. And there's several videos where we seen him beat women, smacking them. and they just want to keep going back. It does sound like trafficking. It does. It does. Latasha Shelton says, do what the country boy do. They live off the grid, but they do have a profitable business to pay for expenses. Exactly. That's the only way you could do it. You got to be able to take care of yourself where you don't need this system for shit. Seriously. Them niggas over here in Carbon Nation is living off of PUAs. I ain't lying. Food stamps. All types of shit. Seriously. It ain't stupid. Donations that people just freely giving because they think this brother is a messiah. He ain't no messiah. He still got his own demons he tackling. Like, don't be fooled, man. Our people got to wake up. Like, stop looking for a spiritual leader, y'all. I'm going to tell you this, and then I'm going to wrap it up. When I got woke, right? When I got woke, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to turn to, what books to read, who to listen to when I started out. Like, I was lost, but I knew that I needed more. I needed guidance, right? You know what I did? I looked up at the sky. Because at that point, I did understand that everything that I visualized and saw was a reflection of myself. When I looked up to that sky, I felt like I was looking at myself. And I said, why am I here? Show me the way. I was talking to myself. And I believed it at that moment, right? And sure enough, when that happened, the universe started opening up in ways, sending people my way, books my way, situations my way to help me understand why I was here, what my purpose was, and guided me. To this day, I don't got to look up to nobody or follow nobody's word because I activated the word within myself, and that guides me. That guides me. We all have that same ability. Stop looking for somebody to be the teacher to save you. You need to save yourself. That's what this time is about. Nobody's about to come and save you. Jesus ain't coming back. Like, damn. If Jesus was really coming back, he probably would have came back when all the black people were slaves here. Like that, or the Holocaust. Like, come on. Like, seriously, what all has to be done for him to come back to save you? He's not coming to save you. You need to save yourself. You need to activate the God within the God in you, to start activating your purpose of why you're here. Everybody here was born for a reason. You were born to do something. You know what it is deep down. You just can't figure it out. But all the answers are in you. All the answers are in you. And all you have to do is to get really serious with yourself, start asking yourself the questions, and then this is the ultimate secret to let you know that it's going to work for you. You got to believe. That's a lot of people's fucking problem. You don't believe. You don't believe. You got to believe. You got to believe. Once you do that, I guarantee you the world will move you in a way to where you get the answers that you've been searching for, that you'll meet the people that you need to be around, that you'll get the teachers that need to help you elevate. But it starts with you. Stop giving your power. We are out of that time where we got a savior leading us. It's time for us to lead ourselves. That's what the shit that we're on now. It's no more following this person. Understand, everybody has spiritual gifts. That don't mean they spiritual. Everybody can tap into a psychic ability. Don't mean they got your best interest. Don't mean that they godly. We all have the capability to be psychics, to talk to spirits, to obtain information, to understand science, to be alchemists. That don't make you godly. That don't make your intentions pure. So you got to be careful, because we are in a sick fucking world where people are taking advantage of other people because they're greedy, because they don't care. So be mindful, be careful, trust your own instincts. If your spirit say something don't feel right, you better trust it. Or else it's gonna bite you in the ass. I guarantee you. Every time I have been in that situation, I ain't trusted. And then like, damn, should listen to myself. You better trust yourself, believe in yourself, man. Y'all about to have me go to church up in here. Ashe, when the student is ready, the teacher will guide us. The teacher is within. Exactly when you are ready. So understand that, y'all. I hope everybody just enjoyed this live. I probably won't do too many of these where I'm talking about other people because I don't really like doing that. But I felt like this was important to discuss because I just didn't like it. I don't want to say I feel sorry for Velvet. I just want to give her some strength. And I get sick and tired of Nature Boy. I'm so tired of him. I'm ready for somebody to just end his shit. But karma is real. Karma is coming. He's really miserable. He ain't really happy. He's not really happy. But I hope he gets help. And then I pray for everybody that's under his rule, that's following his ways, because this nigga gonna get a lot of people fucked up. Like, seriously. It will. Like, you can't sit there and call yourself a messiah because you can regurgitate some shit that you watch, that you watched on YouTube. That made no sense. That made no sense. What about the ego? I got a video on my YouTube channel talking about the ego. But one thing I would like to say, y'all, a lot of people want to say, you need to kill the ego. You need to kill the ego. Yes, okay? You got to balance the ego and know when to use your ego. Your ego ain't bad. It's that people who don't understand what the ego is and how to properly use it is what makes it messed up, all right? So this is the thing with the ego, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all a part of the all, right? We're all the same. We all got, we pretty much are all the same, but what makes us different is our ego. Your ego will make you stand out. Your ego will protect you. So a lot of them times, right, this is a good a good example of when to use the ego, right? Let me say this. The first few years I started the magazine, right, I had everybody telling me, oh, you need to get you a job, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. This ain't working, blase, blase, blase. I'm hearing all these naysayers around me, all this negative talk around me. It was my ego that protected me from them because my ego was saying, you got this. They don't get it. Like, you need your ego to remind people who the fuck you are. Like, seriously, your ego is very important. Your ego is very, very important. You just got to know how to balance it out. You got to know how to balance your ego, when to use your ego, when not to use your ego. Okay, and then know not to get your ego triggered and you start acting crazy. You feel me? Your ego is a powerful tool for you to have, especially when you're trying to build your goals and build your dreams. Your ego is going to set you apart from a lot of people. Your ego is where that confidence is at. Some people who got too much ego, they say they're arrogant, but that's a tool because that gets them to where they want to get to. But you just got to know how to balance your ego and know when to use it because your ego is powerful and it should be useful. So don't dead the ego. We are not in the Jesus time no more. The Christ consciousness time is over. We're in Aquarian age. We are seeking freedom. Your ego is a tool, so don't kill it. Just balance it. And I got a whole video where I talk about the ego. So go to my YouTube channel and just put in Aziza Nubia ego. It should pop up. I did it probably a few years ago. I may have to do another video to update it to go in detail. But yeah, the ego is it's just, shoot, my ego done got me far because I know how to use that shit. Especially when people do shit, you gotta have talk. Your ego gotta be strong enough to say, man, fuck them motherfuckers, you the shit. That's what that ego is supposed to be used for. Seriously. So I hope that helps. Thank you, BB. I'm happy I did it too. I know some people were sitting there talking about, yo, Aziza, why you doing this? But I'm like, yo, this got to be talked about. This nigga crazy. I'm giving Velvet all the energy she need. I pray that she stays strong. Fuck that motherfucker. Detox him all the way out your system. Ladies, if you're in relationships with these men who are abusing you, run. Stop having his babies, because they trap you with the babies. Stop having the babies. Stop letting them nut in you. Understand that. That's important, because they control your mind that way. It makes you more submissive to them. All right? Nobody should control you. When you see them red flags, run away. When they start getting jealous of you, run away. Your man should want to support you, uplift you as the queen that you are, not be in competition with you, should want to help you be the best that you can be, and you should want to do that for him or her. It shouldn't be competition or hate. Those generational curses that we need to destroy within our communities, because that's why our communities aren't in the position where it needs to be, because there's so much dysfunction between masculine and feminine, but it's because it's dysfunction between ourselves when it comes to our own masculine and feminine. So it just needs healing. But when you see these red flags, run the fuck away. Run the fuck away when you see red flags. Sometimes I wish I can go back into some years and tell myself that when I see red flags, like, oh, yeah, you don't want to do that. No. Oh, no, don't do that. No. He spazzes out when he drinks and wants to yell and scream. No, back away. Like, no. Like, seriously. I think I play it. I'm serious. You better check out the red flags. That's right. Shouts out to my mama, Trezana Staples. She says balance, ego is not a bad thing. We just have to know where the balance is. Exactly. We just got to know where it's at. How to balance the ego. Shouldn't mix you soul with toxic people. Should we mix our soul with toxic people? Man, it's toxicity everywhere. I just feel like we should just focus on keeping our frequency high. We have to remember, like, I would say as a race right now, society kind of puts us in this stress state of mind and stress state of being where it feels unnormal for us to be at peace, to be calm, right? I feel like that's where we need to be, raising our vibrations up. Because it's always going to be toxic people around, but it's all about what you allow into your space, what you allow into your mind. Okay? Because I could be around some toxic people. Like, I was around some toxic people today. And they didn't affect me. You know, that it didn't get into my spirit where I consumed it, because I control my vibration. Right? So, you know, I will say you are who you hang around. So if you're around a bunch of toxic people, then 9 times out of 10, you're probably toxic too. But yeah, like, it's toxicity everywhere. That's why detoxing is important. But then you maintain your energy. Don't allow toxic things into your mind, because it's toxic stuff everywhere. Toxic shit on the television. Like, it is not normal for people to be watching CSI and see murders all goddamn day. Like, I can't understand that. Niggas want to sit around, watch CSI 48 hours and watch murders and killing and shit. Like, people love that. They think that's normal now. They have conditioned us where that is normal. You can see a dead body and be straight, not feel no kind of way. NCIS, Miami, all that type of stuff. Like, all that stuff conditions your mind. And that's toxic as well. So you just gotta master your vibration. You master your vibration. You know, once you can master your vibration, then you can handle all types of shit. You can be around toxic people all day and none of that stuff would enter into your space. Like, I know I've been talking about the Jesus thing a lot of times, but let's use this as an example to help us out right now, right? They said Jesus was with all the hookers, the killers, the thieves, which would seem very toxic. But he maintained his energy and was able to raise their vibrations up. All right. So it's all about maintaining your energy and not allowing toxic people to bring you down, if that makes sense. Whew, Lord. Y'all, this has been a live, but I hope you guys have enjoyed the commentary. I hope y'all enjoyed the commentary for this evening. If you haven't already, make sure you download the Natural Woman Magazine app. I got 3 short ebooks that will be dropping in the app. The first book will be dropping Friday. Then I'll be so make sure y'all download the app. They're super duper dope. They're really going to be great tools to help people. So if you haven't downloaded the app, download the app. Make sure you visit the Natural Woman shop. Support a sister. Buy some sage. Buy some Florida water. Buy some crystals. Shouts out to everybody who attended the Crystal Healing Workshop, everybody who attended the actual live class, as well as everybody who catched the recording of the class. That was super dope. We just had 3 amazing master classes. We had the Goddess Master Class, we had the Spiritual Bath Master Class, and we had the Crystal Healing Master Class. A few people have been saying, bring the Spiritual Master Class back. So I probably will do another one of those. Y'all prepare for the winter solstice, December 21st. Get your energy up. Fast if you need to fast. Cleanse if you need to cleanse. Drink a lot of water. Be into meditation. Accept the downloads. Follow the messages that Spirit is going to give you to tell you what direction you should be going into this year. Now is the perfect time to be re-looking over your birth charts, to be looking over your numerology charts, understanding what energy year that you are in. Prepare, y'all, more than ever. This is the time for us. We do not want to miss this. We have missed so much, but we can be right on time for this new wave of energy, y'all. Whoo! Yes, yes, yes. I'm excited. I love this live, y'all. Thank you guys for participating, y'all. Let's make sure, again, we uplift Velvet. If you know anybody who is in a domestic violent relationship, please click the link in the description box of this video. Find the resources. There are several resources out there. They will help you get away. You are not alone. You do not have to stay in no situation where you are not happy. For real. Don't be nowhere where you ain't happy. Fuck that. They ain't gonna work. If you can't be happy, you don't need to be there. Happiness is normal. That's what we need to get back into the idea of. Happiness is normal. Being peaceful is normal. Being in loving situations is normal. This is what we need to bring into the space. I don't know what time I was born. My mom don't know. Laugh out loud. I can still get my chart done still. Yes, if you do not know the time that you were born, you can still get a chart done. Just know that some things may not be as accurate on point as far as your aspects, because it does matter as far as like the time. Really helps you understand if you're born in the daytime or the nighttime, because that's going to help switch. But normally what I do, if you do not know the time of your birth, I just put midnight, and that will get you close to get you the information. So yes, it can still be done. It can definitely still be done, y'all. Yes, that's all I gotta do tonight, y'all. I'm about to smoke a joint. I'm not even gonna lie. I got some Barry White in today. So I'm about to relax. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Make sure you download that Natural Woman Magazine app. Like the page, subscribe to the channel, support. I'll be back next Tuesday with another amazing topic. But until next time, y'all, peace.